The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
Disgusting. They smell. They're sticky. They say things that are horrible.
98.
Good morning, everybody. Hello there. Welcome to Thursday already. Where did that come from? It's flying by. It's 5:45. This is the Morning Sickness. My name's John Holmberg. There is Brady. Brett's here. Big Dick Toledo, romper room style. We're all in the room, ready to go. One more. This is it. This is our Friday, right, boys? Congratulations. I get chopped. You get a day off. Well,
thanks,
well
buddy.
done. Well played, gentlemen. I get your game. When I'm not here, you guys suck so bad. You get days off when I'm not here. It's brilliant. It's genius.
We worked on it.
We tried.
Let's suck it up so bad. Whenever the douchebag's not here, we don't have to try.
Good work, gentlemen. Anyway, tomorrow's chopping day, and I'm. This is the funnest week of my life so far because I've had a COVID test. I've had little visits here and there, and of course, Kinder Pants. I found Kinder Pants under my. It was great. And then now I'm in the. I can't do it. I can't pull the trigger. I can't go up to and buy a goddamn walker. I can't do it. It's like buying condoms when you're 14. You just can't do it.
You have to rent one for a month.
Well, I'm borrowing.
Right?
I'm borrowing.
Amazon.
Okay, I'm borrowing.
What are you doing?
I couldn't even rent. That means I got to talk to another stranger, tell the story.
Amazon.
I was thinking Amazon, but then they could show up really. I've read reviews. It's like it came in too short, or like I don't know. There are people, but they're old people. They complain about everything. The fact that they were on Amazon in the first place.
Here's a little.
So I got a borrowed one coming my direction. I don't even think I'm going to need it.
Okay, well then
but
you're set.
They won't let me out of the hospital without it. Like you got to have one.
Oh yeah.
So they're like you got to have one of these. Make sure. I'll just toss
If you could have Megan go buy Goodwill.
Oh no,
He's not going to use the used
well,
one.
I'm not using a used one. I'll use one that I knew is used by someone I know.
It's like crutches. It's funny they
look,
have them there.
Yeah, I have crutches. I'm not. Yeah, it's like a weird. Look, I'm going to have a cane for like a day. The walker is it's all show.
Look at pimp juice over here.
I know.
Nice.
I've
get
looked
a
online.
nice one.
Yeah.
I've looked online for a super shillelagh. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get me one of those. What was that? Not the Boys to Men, but the one that was terrible, and the guy had a cane in it. Damn it, I forgot what it was.
Color Me Bad?
Color Me Bad.
Yeah.
He walked around with that cane. That's what I want. Like height. I want shoulder height cane, something I can lean on.
You don't want to go, Lord of the Rings, have the full staff
Yes,
with
I
the
do.
globe on it.
100%.
Okay.
I can't find one. They have a couple that are like 3 feet tall. I want one 8-9 feet, none shall pass type thing.
Yeah, you got to go to Amazon.
Yeah, well, I've looked on Amazon, and they got baby canes and then like joke plastic ones.
Yeah,
I can't go to the hospital with that, but you're looking them up for
Oh,
me?
yeah, I got you some pimp. How about that?
I've looked at a few elephant ones. I actually looked at those.
$710.
Yeah, I've looked at that one. There's another one that has an eagle on the top of it and a skull. The skull one was pretty cool, but it makes me look douchey.
Oh, here's the Cobra.
I'll say douchier. Oh, that's pretty solid. That's very King Tut.
That's Amazon, too.
Gold Cobra.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got to get. I don't need but here's the thing. I'll need it for like an hour. Stubborn, and I don't do what I'm supposed to. So they're like, use the walker for a week. I'm like, you got it. That walker's getting me to the car, and then like, don't drive. I'll be like, see ya.
Look under walking staff. There's where you get
the staff. Gandalf
the
staff.
Gandalf
Let's just go for it. Just say, functional Gandalf staff.
You can get it with a hidden sword, too.
Well, of course I need a petard in my cane.
Here's one with
that's pretty cool. There's a couple of good ones, but for the most part, canes are lame. Like
you got the hatchet
battle. That's
on
pretty
there.
cool. The little battle.
That's pretty cool.
For who? You got a cane, man. What are you gonna hack up with your one good
I'm
leg?
just trying to help out here, buddy.
No, I appreciate the help. I really do. But yeah, it's strange. I just can't do it. Getting that walker because of the, Somebody says, "Hey, John, just hit up Caleb. He's got like 200 of those." Yeah, I know. But he's a foot and a half tall. They're tiny little ones.
Wouldn't work.
Yeah, he's got one of those. It's like one of those things they bring pizza out on. You know, they walk out on one of those little trays. That's a walker to him. But I want to go full tennis balls on the end of it. If I'm going to do it, I'm playing it up. One thing I can't get, and I'm trying, and this was your idea, Brett, and I've been trying, get one of them handicap parking places.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what you got to do.
It's like going to take longer than I'm going to need the stuff.
No.
I didn't get on it fast.
Talk to your doctor.
I should. Oh, that's a good idea.
He'll sign you something. You just send it in the DMV.
But then I'm the biggest dick in the world.
Nope.
You don't think?
No.
What
Parking up front or being a dick, I'll park up front.
Yeah, color me a dick.
Exactly.
If I'm allowed to do it. Now, I'm not going to steal a handicap spot.
No. There's always 19 of them in front of the store.
But my
That's
thoughts
where you're
are...
just so used to it. You're a dick.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I have no issues with people calling me a dick. When I personally feel like a dick, then it's bad. If you think I'm a dick, you're a dick. I don't care. You can go ahead and think about me all you want. I have no problem with you. I'm duck feathers. But if I think, geez, John, you're a dick. If I were to park in that spot and hop out of the car and, cane it into the CVS and I hear, excuse me, did you really need to park in that spot or could you have walked in extra? Oh, man, I'm a dick. Sorry, Mr. Hawking. I didn't
He's
know.
on wheels. He can roll in. Don't worry
That's
about
what
it.
I figure. They're the ones that don't need it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a load, unload. You should be far away anyhow. What's the worst that can happen to you walking through a parking lot? Your spine breaks again? Come on. Give us normals the front row. We'll get in and out faster. You guys need to be way off in the distance. The rollies.
Yeah.
The ones that are struggling, like the ones that walk like hip-hop parade.
I still get a little excited every now and then when the timing is just perfect and someone pulls out and you're right in the front row.
Oh, it's a thrill.
It's a mini
It's a
celebration.
thrill for us healthies.
Yeah.
We love getting that one. I like parking next to the handicap spot, like the good one.
Yeah,
That's
you got extra space.
You really feel like you're going to get away with that one. Oh, it's a good feeling, and it is. And it doesn't matter how old; it's still a treat. Oh, good! I got the second best spot. I got the guide spot. But yeah, so this morning in the shower, I was thinking maybe I should start to shave in the area, but I don't know where they're cutting.
And did they tell you to?
No, I just
just
assume
wanna do
I just
that?
don't want somebody else doing it. I know they're going to have to anyway. I just figured I'd go in prepped. I was going to half pube off, get half the pubes gone. I don't know how close this is
You
to that.
should go half for sure.
They're
Then they
gonna
know
see
which
it.
side to go on, so
Well,
they don't mistake.
That's a big
the hip.
deal.
I
Like,
know.
They keep saying we got to make sure we know which side is what because
Maybe have Megan put an arrow, or you
they
can do
draw
it.
on you. Have you ever had that? Like they'll draw all over you. Like everybody that comes in makes a circle on your left side to say we all agree it's here. And it's overkill, but they do it so they don't chop your right side.
Right.
Which I would be fine with because the right one's no good either. But, just get the left side done first because that's what we're shooting for. But that's what he kept saying. We're going to make sure that we're doing – the doctor said it over and over. I'm like, we're in your game now. Don't tell me it's up to me to let you – I'm not the one reminding you. I'm going to be asleep. You guys start hacking up my knee.
Definitely put an arrow down there.
Yeah.
They'll chuckle.
Cut here. Yeah. And then an arrow towards my dick that says hands off. Well, they're going to, and I know they are going to play with my limp wang the whole way. I would. If I was a doctor and I look at a friend and be like, hey, guys.
They're going to be fascinated with
Stop it, Dave. We're busy. God damn it.
They're going to lay them out on the table and be fascinated with the bag. They're like, look at this.
Look at the bag.
You can roll it out like a sail. It's a parachute.
Look, I've got it over his head. It's an atomic wedgie with a guy's sack. Dude has more scrotum skin than anyone I've ever seen, and we operate on 80-year-olds. So, yeah, the nerves are kicking in a little bit.
I bet.
Not the dying ones, but just the have I got everything in a row.
Yeah.
I don't go through the whole estate. I don't call family and tell them I love them. Look, if I go...
Not enough time.
I don't care. To be honest with you, I don't care. I would actually like my death to be shocking news. I don't want I want people to wish they got more out of me. That's my whole life philosophy, leave them wanting more. And if I croak on the table, I want my parents to go, I never had a chance to say goodbye. I think that's beautiful. I think that's amazing. They live with that forever, knowing that they wanted more of me. If I called them and said, just in case everything goes wrong. My dad does that. My dad, I just want to let you know, I'm leaving you this, and this. The safe combinations are, write this down. And he gives me all of his gun safe combos and all of his money safe combos. He's got like 1,000 safes, all full of guns. And he's like, I need you to know this. I'm like, Dad, stop. Just leave a list. When you die, I'm going to rummage through your stuff anyway. Hide the dildos. Hide the things that might smell like something you don't want people to know. And just keep all, like, that's what you clean up the day before. Like tonight, before bed.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of those prosthetic butts. Those are going to be long gone. I have to get a whole new batch of them. Because if you die, people are going to go through your stuff, find your little weird fascinations, tiny butts. And I got a butt and a mouth. And I know.
Yeah, you got to get rid of
I want people
those.
to find them. Because first off, to be honest with you, Fascinations, Castle, all those stores, you need to. We need a campaign against like the cleaning process. There needs to be some sort of thing. Because they smell terrible after like 10 uses.
You don't need to get rid of them. Just stash them at Michael and Troy's house. No problem.
Just throw them in their backyard. That's a good idea. I'll toss them in the backyard. They got cameras though, and that could be the last footage of my living body, chucking prosthetic mouths and butts over into their yard. Also, a hate crime committed right before he died. Well, I'm glad he's dead. Throwing butts at gays. What's wrong with him?
I'm the last to know in the family as far as now I think about it
The dying?
when my dad went through procedures. From the open heart to everything.
Yeah, they
oh,
cracked
by
him
the
a
way,
couple
your
times.
father had open heart. What?
My dad had the flu when I remember this like it was yesterday. My dad had the flu, came home from work, and it was rare that Dan came back from work and he's sitting there, he didn't feel well. Phone rings, he picks it up, and it's his dad. And his dad's like, how you doing? My dad's like, I don't feel well at all. I took the day off. I'm just a mess. I just feel terrible. He's like, yeah, I had a bad day too. And he's like, what happened? They went in and they put a shunt in my heart all the way through so it can bleed. It's gathering blood too much. And so I got this pump sticking out of my chest now. And he goes, when did they do that? About 8 this morning. My dad got up and went back to work. I can't. And I'm like, well, you're just going to make everybody else sick. And he goes, I can't sit here and feel sorry for myself. This guy's got a tube in his heart.
Yeah.
Well, my grandpa wasn't human. That dude, you could shoot a hole. He was 50 Cent before 50 Cent. You could put holes in this guy and he would be like, I'm fine. Let's get out to the barn. I'm not that way at all. I'm a huge coward. I don't like needles. And this is going to be off. Yeah, but I often, I don't know if you do this, Brady, because tends to be people who tend to be more religious don't dream of their death as often. Like everybody who's religious tries to stay alive really long, which doesn't make sense. Thinks like you guys would be the ones that want to die faster. It's not that way.
I just don't, I definitely don't think about it as much.
Oh, I love it. I love thinking about it. Like I think about reactions. I think about like who would say what. Would somebody finally come out of the woodwork and like announce some terrible thing? I'm like, I'd be fine too because I'm dead. I don't really care. Like make stuff up about me. I think it'd be hilarious. Like he raped me once.
I saw.
Like if you said that, I would laugh for hours. That's your job. If I die tomorrow, just go to the news and go. I just now that he's gone, I can come clean and say that he often raped me.
I couldn't stand this guy.
No. I don't. That's nothing. He raped me. Those words have to say.
Right.
He violently, and oftentimes I got confused and thought we were lovers. That kind of stuff. I want my legacy to be super confusing.
It's just my word. Mm-hmm. Could never really prove it.
Nope, not a thing. Every morning before the show started, when we're the only ones in the building, I demanded that you take one in the trunks. Every day, or you're fired.
It was tragic working for him.
Just make it like you're an escaped hostage, and the freedom of my death is that you get to tell your tale.
20 years getting punched in the
brutal
trunks.
around here. Oh my God.
It would be great.
For 19 of the 20 years, I was violently raped every morning and told to keep quiet or I'd do it again.
Found you a cane.
Very strong.
But rest in peace.
No. Don't say anything nice. Get it right. And then let the other radio stations just live with that. That's the secret to success.
Did you hear about that?
You got to rape each other before the show.
Who's punching?
We were number one forever, and oh man, they were doubling our numbers. We got to rape Beth every day. She'll be better. Show will be better. I don't know, but yeah, I'm all paranoid. Not about the surgery, mainly about them seeing my flaccid. And I know doctors. I know you guys play around with it and. You put fingers in butts and things like, oops, you got a naked corpse and everybody's in on it together. You know they're goofing off playing. And come on. We're all on the same page. I'd do it too.
You're in good hands.
I'd speed bag that for a minute. Look at this, guys. I made a little, look, it's like a little bag of flour. He can't feel a thing.
Getting strong.
Yeah. they dangle you up on the thing and just work the speed bag. He can't feel a thing. He doesn't know. He's going to wake up in pain anyway. Oh, is it normal for your balls to hurt this much after surgery? Completely. That's against the doctor's code. Whatever. You guys are people too. I know. And as an adult, having met several doctors on a personal level outside, they're heartless, cold. They see so much gross, weird stuff. They're ice cold to Like they're like news people. The same thing that news anchors. They have the most gallows humor I've ever been around. Doctors are the same. They finger us. They play with our balls. You know it. Heck, Dr. Nasser there did it hundreds and hundreds of times while the girls were awake. I highly and fully expect to be diddled and played with the entire surgery because otherwise you're just a boring person.
You don't want to be knocked out for that, then.
I don't care. I would love it if they got, if they're going to finish, but I want them to be like jokes and like, it's a pterodactyl. It's, the little, it's a brooch. Origami.
Indian goggles.
Yeah, look what I'm doing down here. Stop smelling it. We've got to get done. There's no reason for this surgery to take more than 2 hours. I've seen it online. It's like a 15-minute procedure, but they're in there for 2 hours. I think it's just putting a dozen long stem roses in my urethra. Like, look, it's a vase.
Green screening things and just
and
flying nuts.
I will never, ever, ever sue you for that, Doc. I think it's funny and the same thing, but you're not going to have much luck with my thing.
You'll sign the waiver?
I would sign the waiver and send me the video of what you guys did that was funny.
As long as I can have my own copy.
As long as I get a copy of what you guys did and get a couple ideas. Hilarious. Was that guy's finger in my ass the entire surgery? Yeah, we wanted to see how long he could keep it there without all of us cracking up. I know you're a professional. I'll get emails from him. We would never. It's against the Hippocrates. Somebody would tell. Shut up. You've done it. You've picked up. You've done a hip surgery on a 6'8" black guy, and you've peeked. Gone, Jesus Christ. Look under the sheet. Look at that thing under the sheet.
I'm sorry, but I got to get a picture of this.
I got to. Selfies with it. You got the mouth wide open. You know it. You couldn't not do it. Well, I'm a doctor. I'm a professional. I'd never. I know the human body isn't a curiosity. Of course it is. Why you got into it in the first place. Yeah, and yeah, it's weird though because I think about that. I think about who would say what. Like, would anybody? And I was thinking last night. I was in the middle of a TV thing, and the HOLMBERG'S came on, and it was a clip. Brian Callen on the HOLMBERG'S. I'm like, hey,
is he back on?
Well, it's reruns.
Oh,
so it was like just I wasn't watching. Yeah. It was on TV, and I'm like looking. I'm like, hey, there's Callen. And I'm like, I wonder if Callen would say anything if I did. I wonder how he'd find out. My mind goes there. I wonder how people would know. Who would find out first? I want that list. That's the only reason I wish there's an afterlife. Just to go for a couple weeks to find out
how far word travels.
Who gets it first? Then who do they call? Like, I want to know the order of who you call. That's all I care about. And then once that's all like, all right, nobody cares anymore, then I don't care to be in heaven or whatever. I just want to know I answer a couple of questions. Let me see how this goes. I want to go to my own funeral. I think everybody's got that fantasy. And then I'm done with the whole ethereal sky dance. I'm not, that interests me so little, it's ridiculous. You don't want to live for eternity? No, I don't want to really be here much longer. I mean, how boring would forever be? Oh, think of that. I'm getting bored now. It's only been 49 years. You're telling me forever I get to go? Oh, no, thanks. I don't even like to travel here. I guess we go to Pluto again.
I just hope it's a nice spot, but
Yeah, I don't care. I hope it just turns off. Shut the mechanism down. So long as I get to see the end of Better Call Saul and this new Sopranos movie.
Yeah.
Which the ads are popping up like crazy for, and that's
a
next
week
Friday.
from
next Friday
today. Yeah.
If that would be the cruelest fate for me is that I drop out tomorrow on this surgery and I miss the Sopranos and I get Better Call Saul. I don't know how that ends. That's the other reason for an afterlife, to satiate maybe a little bit The Boys too, although I'm not as invested. Better Call Saul, the Sopranos movie. Like, you got to show me those while I'm in limbo, and then it's over. I'm like, all right, we're done here, huh? And then you're out. Like, how would Jeremy find out I croaked? Would it be an email? Who would tell Jeremy? Which one of you guys would call Jeremy? I think Jeremy would be the one who's like last to know, because people would be like, nobody told Jeremy.
It would be just probably after a little Reddit meme or a horrific video from all of us.
Yeah.
And say, by the way, Holmberg died.
It would be great is the show after, when you guys have to act sad and I'm not here, and how bad you guys do when I'm not here anyway. How awful it would be to hold some sort of weird eulogy. Pathetic. And Brady would try to fix it with a joke or two and just would not go well. I would so look forward to that. I almost want to fake my death just to hear that terrible program on Monday.
Man. He was a good man.
Oh, it would be great.
I really think we lost a gem.
It was the water.
Yeah, I don't know. I pay to hear that show, the John's Dead show. Oh man, God dang it! And that's why people want to live forever. That's why they want to look down on you. They want to see that. Really, it's vanity, ego. You want to go to heaven to see what everybody's talking about. You want to eavesdrop. It's a really cool concept when you think about it. When you die, you get to eavesdrop on everybody. You get to go everywhere you want to go. You can finally, and all I would do, I'd be at Lana Rhodes' house. Like, I'm not born for heaven. I'd go to hot people's houses and just watch them shower. And
so you're going to go haunt people.
I would haunt. Haunting's so much more interesting than heaven to me. That sounds awful. And that's what I never understood. Your grandma watching down on you. She's got access to the entire universe, and she's still going to watch me jerk off with my Kaiser helmet and a thumb up my butt? Why? She's looking down on me now. She's not watching football. She's got Garlax she's paying attention to, seeing what their sex life is like. Please.
I'd want that messenger rider from the Pony Express to show up and tell the Confederate soldier that you passed.
What's that, from the postman?
Yeah. He also got a offer here to use the handicap place card from a listener.
Well, that's
because he's got permanent plates on his car, so he doesn't need it. He can use it.
I don't like that. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's.
I'll do it.
Well,
Brett will do
bad.
it. I'll do it. Brett will take that. I just don't. I'm not. That makes me feel like a dick, so I can't do it. If I'm just being a dick, but I'm comfortable.
But if you get it loaned from one, then, you know,
from one of them?
Yeah.
From one of them Crips?
One of the guys. I didn't say that. I said somebody that has a handicap tag.
One of the blue and whites?
Yes.
Is it the old school handicap logo, or is it a new racy one?
Oh, I don't know.
I like the ones where they
nothing
look
like
break
like our parking lot down there.
Yeah, they look like they're flying across the parking lot.
The handicap placard pulling up. It's a sweet car. Guy comes out of it, pepping his step.
Yeah.
Heading into the depot.
Got Parkinson's.
Yeah.
All right, I believe it.
Out, the finger guns.
Oh, look at my shaky finger guns. Got the Michael J. Foxers. Anyway, two things I would love: to know the ending to Better Call Saul, and to hear the Brady, Brett, and you guys would bring Eric back, and he'd say horrible stuff. It would be great.
Be one of the first times that Woody actually beat us.
Oh, Woody'd kill us. Woody'd have a better memorial for me. Then Jeremy comes in. How come nobody called me, you dicks? Then he'd do some sort of sad memorial, and then tell some story about the times I raped him. It would be great. Anyway, death looms, I say.
And to finish up this eulogy, Pauly Shore.
Oh yeah,
spatula,
bro. The bald boy is dead. Long live the king. Not the weasel. I hope that's what, Brady, if we could pray to your God, that Pauly Shore takes my place. And you're bound by contract to stick it out. Hey, buddy. Time to do the Polylupe squares. In the top left, the weasel. Oh, God. What I wouldn't give to leave you guys that. I had a note tonight and put it at my bedside. So if I die, they'll read it. And my final wish is that Pauly Shore is paid a handsome amount. And in my honor, the boys stay in the room and work out the next 3 or 4 years with Pauly. If you quit, it means you never cared. Because it's all I really want. It's Pauly Shore to finish out my deal. I don't know what to do. Oh, look, I'd rather be dead. There'd be 4 deaths in the room.
I might crawl into the box next to you. Screw that. Pauly Shore is terrible.
Anyway, it's over my head right now. I'm thinking about it all the time. And again, nothing but smiles come to my face. Not that I don't like you all. I think you're fine. But if I went to sleep, I had lunch with Eric Bryan from a new AC unit yesterday, and his kid Bodie, and he's Precision Air and all that. And we're talking. He goes, well, good luck with the surgery, man. I hope it all works out. And I'm like, well, if it doesn't. And he goes, what? And I'm like, not a bad way to go, really. And he goes, something's wrong with you. And I'm like, why? I'm like, think about it. Everybody dreams of going to sleep and not waking up. This is a perfect opportunity. This is a perfect chance. Like a real peaceful. You don't know when you go under. So if this is how I check out, this is as good as it gets, man. So long, cruel world.
Sleep.
Yeah. And to the doctors that are going to around there, you have access to it. I'd use it. Go nuts. It's off the rack. There's nothing special when you peek under the sheet. You're going to be like, average white male. Play with it. Goof around with it. Put a face on it and laugh. I'll die laughing. I'm not going to check. I'm not looking to see if you drew autograph it like a cast. I think it's great.
A brand.
Unfortunately, for everyone in the world, I am probably going to wake up. And then I'm going to have a walker, and that'll be great. Just for a day or so. They told me I could after my shoulder thing in March. They said you can't drive for 6 weeks, and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of weeks. You're assuming I'm not going to drive. And Megan, of course, is like,
they said you can't drive for 6 weeks. Get out of that car.
We're in reverse.
I can't believe it's been a day, John.
I need to go get Diet Dr. Peppers at CVS.
This is stupid.
Drive off. I still got one good arm.
See if you can get that car with the hand pedals and all that.
Oh. Well, that's going to be the bad thing. When I get this right leg chopped up, then I'm not going to be able to drive for a couple days because that's my driving leg.
Yeah.
So maybe I should just practice my left leg while it's dead. I'll do that around the Caldy. Don't come in my cul-de-sac for a few days. There's going to be some accidents. But, yeah, tomorrow's the big day. Can't wait. You boys get the day off. You got big plans?
Golfing.
You going golfing? You getting up early?
No, I'm not going to get up early.
Why not? It's 80 degrees.
I might go 36.
Well, there you go. But get up early and do 2.
Yeah.
Bert's just going to sleep in.
No, I'm going to get up early and go for a ride on the bike.
Man, you guys have great days planned. Well, hopefully you don't bike and hopefully you don't get hit in the head with a golf ball and I wake up and have to do this by myself and eulogize you because it would be beautiful.
Well, I don't know. Last time you were out with surgery, I wound up with a broken wrist, too. So
true.
we'll see what happens.
Don't get on a bike, dumbass. You're going to bust your right
I
hip.
to sleep in now.
If serendipity is anything, you're going to break a hip doing this just because you're sympathetic.
I might wake up first thing I do, start writing a eulogy. Take a
Don't
look at
do it. Nobody wants to see that poorly written eulogy.
What was that word?
Type it out, Brady.
From Colossians 2:17.
The last thing I want you to do is fumble over the written word while I'm dead. From the heart or nothing, Brady. I don't want you trying to read.
When he was a young fetus in his mother's womb.
I'm fine with all that. Stay there. You're making that up on the fly. If you had to read it. Oh, God. He didn't know him. You just go from the heart. Bert, don't say a thing. Toledo's not even invited. Toledo has to do something here. He'll run best of for the months they're looking for a new show. How about that guy? The dude that would have to come in after. Oh, that would be great. The beloved show that wasn't. And then I'm Chuck Powell. I guess I'm back.
All right, buddy, there's an opening.
Yeah, all right, hey, they finally killed him for bad ratings, I think. How about that? Yesterday, Dave Pratt, my friend trolls him with his page, Dave Pratt Lies. It's not me. I wish it was because it's so smart and funny.
It's hilarious.
So Dave Pratt put a thing. He used to host this show 20-something years ago. Everybody's forgotten about him. But he puts a thing of a picture of a bobcat in his backyard. Bobcat in my backyard.
Right.
Still did my swimming laps. And he sends it to me and he goes, can you believe this guy? Because my friend is a diligent hunter and hates this Dave Pratt character. And the picture, you just reverse image search it on Google. Is some dude took it a couple years ago. He's credited with it. It's his photo and it's his backyard and put up on Dave Pratt Lies. Hey, either I share a backyard with this Brian guy or we had the same bobcat in the same backyard at the exact same time. I lie. His whole page is just filled with lies. I'm like, what is wrong with him?
Well, the one that got me most recently is how the story's different. He wrote a book to retell basically 30 years in the biz.
His biography.
And then those stories never match up, but the creme de la creme so far is James Brown.
Yeah, named his band. Yeah, that's his news story.
That timeline.
First off, not in the book. Second, not in the revision audio book. Both of those stories.
I'm like, CBS James Brown? No.
Yeah, James Brown from NFL and maybe. I think you should call your band the Sex Machine Band. All right, thanks, JB.
No, James Brown came in. They were good friends.
They were good friends because of his Dr. Detroit promo.
Oh, yeah. That's
which he didn't do. It's like this delusional lunatic, and he lives amongst. That would be the cruelest fate of all.
Hey, Dave.
That tard lives longer than me. I die and he goes. Oh, I'd smack your Jesus right in the face if I saw that, Brady. Are you kidding me? He's still alive and I'm out. Really?
Well, then that's a caveat to your or an addendum to you. We have to stay here for the next guy. What if they brought him back around?
Oh man, worth it.
Oh,
and then you guys
that might be a week.
Shell.
Hey, buddy.
Call out every lie. James Brown didn't name your band.
I'll have you fired, boy.
Can't contractually.
Okay.
Because the dead guy said I have to stay. Yeah. If you want. Following the dead guy can't be easy. I wouldn't want that job. The beloved dead guy.
Well,
America's
we
sweetheart.
were kind of in that. Well, we're told we were in that spot, but it really wasn't.
Well, with Pratt?
He'd been dead for a while.
I had no issue with replacing that
no
guy.
way.
I had no issue replacing Pratt. Everybody said, "Oh, it's career suicide." I'm like, he's not. His audience is average. It's small, loyal, and loyal at the time. The way the ratings worked was loyal was more important than size.
Yeah.
Now, because I'm here, size matters. Anyway, let's get a wake-up song. Could be my last wake-up song, you guys.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What would be worse, Pratt or Pauly Shore in here?
Oh, the Pratt and Pauly show that you guys had to produce and write for.
No.
That's easy.
No way.
You think? I'd much rather hang out with Pauly Shore.
Yeah,
Oh,
me too.
yeah. Dave Pratt's Pauly's just an emotional weirdo. Dave's just a flat, delusional liar. Yeah, he's one of the worst.
I'd be
people
hanging out with Neandermark and them over there.
Screw that. That would be like.
I'll stay in the building. I'm just going over there.
That would be like the Playboy Mansion by comparison. I would never come down here. So we hired Pauly Shore and Dave Pratt, and you guys want to stick around, or are you going to do like me and eat cyanide? Do it. 585-9800. What could be the last one before I go in for very routine surgery? Probably going to live. Just talking about it because it's on my mind. It's 98 KUPD. Wake up!
Pathetic.
98
That's it. That's bonkers!
KUPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.